Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi my student. I am teacher Rafiza binti Rosli from SMJK Chonghua, Kota Baru, Kelantan. Let's get started. For today's session, our learning objectives are to outline the format for written tests, revise Chapter 2, Semester 1, and the topic is Structure of Cells and Organelles. And finally, we will discuss technically Section C, Question 19 of Trial Module STPM 2021 for Kelantan State that is related to Chapter 2. I hope you will learn together with me in this session. First of all, let's refresh the format of written test. Section A comprises of 15 multiple choice questions and the marks given is 15. For Section B, you have to answer 2 short structured questions and it will be awarded by 15 marks. For Section C class, you have to answer 2 out of 3 questions. Based on the allocation of marks, the biggest weightage of marks come from Section C, which is 30 marks. Class, that's why you have to practice more and more on writing essay. Time given to answer the test is 1 hour and 30 minutes. My dear student, please use the time carefully in answering the question. So today, we are going to focus on Section C, which is writing essay question. Take note, my dear student. Candidates must choose 2 questions only according to the instructions. Answer may be written in English or Bahasa Melayu. If you start with English, then you have to write the whole answer in English. Same goes to Bahasa Melayu. Beware, my dear, do not mix or blend together both languages. Okay, second agenda is to revise Chapter 2, which is Structure of Cells and Organelles. Today class, I will focus on Unit 2.2, which is Cellular Components. And look at the learning outcomes. Okay, so hopefully today, students able to describe the structure of organelles and state their function. Class, however, I am not going to touch all the organelles stated in the syllabus. I just pick some important organelles such as rough endoplasmic reticulum, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondrion, and chloroplast. Let's begin with the first organelle. Look at the diagram. The diagram shows endoplasmic reticulum. The word endoplasmic means within the cytoplasm, and reticulum in Latin for little net. Based on the diagram, there are 2 distinct types of endoplasmic reticulum. They are rough endoplasmic reticulum or RER and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, which is SER. Look at the diagram, my student. Based on the diagram, endoplasmic reticulum always connected or continuous to the nuclear envelope. Nuclear envelope is part of nucleus. Okay, and RER and SER are differ. They can differ on structures and function. Students, let's describe the structure of rough endoplasmic reticulum or RER. Ribosome for RER attached to the membrane of rough ER. Many types of specialized cells secrete proteins produced by ribosome attached to rough ER. For example, certain cells in the pancreas secrete the protein insulin, which is a hormone that secreted and travel into the bloodstream. So, there are abundant many RER in pancreatic cell for secretion of hormone. Take note, my student, the main function of RFER is to transport the protein along the cisternae and package them into the transport vesicle. Next is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Look at the structure. It has no or lacks of ribosome. There are 4 important functions of smooth ER. First, synthesis of lipid. Enzyme of SER synthesis oils, phospholipid, and steroid. Testes and ovaries have abundant SER. What for? To produce steroid hormone. For example, testosterone for male and estrogen for female. Second function of SER is metabolism of carbohydrate. SER can be found in liver cell. The enzyme helps in hydrolysis of glycogen to glucose. Third function is detoxification of drugs and poisons. For your information, SER helps to detoxify drugs and poison, especially in liver cell. Lastly, my student, SER is very important in muscle contraction with the help of sarcoplasmic reticulum. As you know, sarcoplasmic reticulum is a modified SER which is used to store calcium ions. Okay, student, next is mitochondrion. Mitochondrion is very popular organelle among us. It's very important and also known as a powerhouse of a cell. Why it's called powerhouse? Because mitochondrion produce energy in the form of ATP that you have learned in chapter 5, respiration. Look at the diagram. The important structure in mitochondrion are outer membrane, inner membrane, intermembrane space, cristae, and lastly is mitochondrial matrix. Now, students, let's see the structure and function of mitochondrion. It is found in most eukaryotes, plants, animals, fungi, and protists. The size of mitochondrion is 1 to 10 micrometer long. It consists DNA and ribosome. My dear student, mitochondrion is enclosed by 2 membranes, outer membrane and inner membrane. Intermembrane space located between outer membrane and inner membrane. The outer membrane is smooth, but the inner membrane is convoluted, which in folding called cristae. Cristae give the inner membrane a large surface area that enhance the productivity of cellular respiration. Mitochondrial matrix contain different types of enzymes, and the function is for cellular respiration. Bear in mind, the main function of mitochondrion is the site for cellular respiration, the catabolic process that generates ATP for extracting energy from sugar, fats, or other fuels with help of oxygen. Okay, now we are going to describe chloroplast. The diagram shows the chloroplast found in mesophyll cell. Based on the diagram, the important structure in chloroplast are outer membrane, inner membrane, granum, stroma, and thylakoids. Chloroplast found in leaf, and other green organ of plants and in algae. Like mitochondria just now, chloroplasts enclosed by two membranes, outer membranes and inner membranes. The space between two membranes known as intermembrane space. Inside the chloroplast, there is a thylakoid. Each stack of thylakoid is known as granum. The fluid outside the thylakoid is the stroma, which contain DNA, ribosome, and as well as many enzymes. Chloroplasts contain chlorophyll that function in photosynthesis. The main function of chloroplast is to convert light energy to chemical energy by absorbing the sunlight and using it to drive the synthesis of organic compound from carbon dioxide and water. Okay, dear student, we are finished with the organelles. Next, our final agenda is to discuss Section C Trial Module STPM 2021 for Kelantan State. Today, I will focus on question 19. As stated in the question paper, question 19 consists of two subunits, A and B. For your information, I modified the question for B and also the allocation of marks. The main keyword for 19A is describe and 19B is differentiate. Sometimes they will use distinguish. So, beware, differentiate and distinguish are same. Discard the structure, distribution, and function of three types of simple epithelial tissue. This question asks you to describe the structure, distribution, or also known as location, and function of simple epithelial tissue. Students, to answer this question, you have to remember what are the three types of simple epithelial tissue. You may refer to the diagram. They are simple squamous epithelium, simple cuboidal epithelium, and the third one is simple columnar epithelium. Simple means one layer, while stratified means more than one layer. Take note, my student, to answer questions that involve describe, just state the fact, relates the fact, and no explanation or no reasoning is required. The sample answer is: simple squamous epithelium consists of thin, smooth, and flattened cell which contain little cytoplasm enclosing a centrally placed disc-shaped nucleus. Simple squamous epithelium is found in the wall of alveolus. It allows the gases exchange. Class, you have to include 4 aspects in the answer. For example, type, simple squamous epithelium. Structure, refer to thin, smooth, and flattened cell which contain little cytoplasm enclosing a centrally placed disc-shaped nucleus. And the function or the distribution is simple squamous epithelium is found in the alveolus. And lastly, the 4th aspect is function, which is it allows gases exchange. Students, please write the answer in several paragraphs. You may write second answer in second paragraph. For example, for second paragraph is simple cuboidal epithelium are cube-shaped and possess a central spherical nucleus, which is the nucleus is round. Simple cuboidal epithelium is found in the salivary glands. The function is the cell synthesize and secrete the enzyme amylase. Now, student, you have 8 marks already. Where to get another 4 marks? Please describe simple columnar epithelium by your own. Practice make perfect. Good luck, my students. Next question is 19b. Differentiate the rough endoplasmic reticulum RER and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. There are 2 ways to answer this question, class. First, in table form with 2 columns. Do not draw 3 columns. This table form very popular among the students. Or you have another option. You can write completely using complete sentences by using comparative words such as whereas. This is the sample answer in the table form. You have to write the title of column RER and SER. First point, RER consists of interconnected system of membrane-bound flattened set. For SER, consists of a system of interconnected tubules. Class, your answer should tally for both columns. What does it mean by tally? If you want to talk about the structure, then you have to talk about the structure for the second column. If both correct, then 1 mark will be given. If incorrect, what happened, class? 0 mark. Next point. For RER, ribosome attached to the cytoplasmic surface of membrane. For SER, its cytoplasmic surface lacks ribosome. Third point, RER is transport the protein along the cisternae and package them into the transport vesicle. For SER, the enzyme smooth endoplasmic reticulum help to synthesis lipid, destruction of toxic substance in liver, and metabolism of carbohydrates. Next is, this is the sample of answer when you use the second form, which is complete sentences. Look at the sample of answer. Rough endoplasmic reticulum consists of interconnected system of membrane-bound flattened set, whereas smooth endoplasmic reticulum consists of a system of interconnected tubules. For second paragraph, for rough endoplasmic reticulum, ribosome attached to the cytoplasmic surface of membrane, whereas for smooth endoplasmic reticulum is cytoplasmic surface lacks, means no ribosome. Look at the third paragraph. The function of rough endoplasmic reticulum is to transport the protein along the cisternae and package them into the transport vesicle, whereas the enzyme of smooth endoplasmic reticulum help to synthesize lipid, destruction of toxic substance in liver, and metabolism of carbohydrates. Don't forget to write down comparative words. If there is no connector, for example, whereas, no mark will be given. Make sure, class, you write in paragraph. If the sentence too long, you can break it into several paragraphs. That's all for now. I hope my information is useful for the student. Thanks for watching. See you again. Bye.